Welcome back from the break. You're still watching Morning Rush here on Metro TV. I am Desmond Okrekuda. So now we're getting into a conversation this morning, and it's interesting that I've got gentlemen in the studio who are talking about women's involvement in agribusiness, and it's all about the Women in Agribusiness Week 2023. And of course, we've been pushing our women to be part of us when it comes to agricultural stuff. A lot of that. And what we talk about this week, get to understand what really the week is about, what it entails. And so joining me for this conversation is Sefa Sadofia, who is the communications officer of Guza, and also Stephen Che, an answer programs coordinator for Guza, also joining me here. And remember, we are live on Facebook and Metro TV Ghana. Good morning, gentlemen.
Good morning,
Good morning.
What's good?
Yeah, everything is fine.
You are ready for the week, eh?
Yes.
Fantastic. WAW. Tell us about this. Myself and many others, this may be the first time we're hearing about this. So let me begin with you, Safa. Tell us about Women in Agribusiness.
Okay, so Women in Agribusiness Week is a long series of events that is, geared towards strengthening women who are into agribusiness and also celebrating their achievements. Yeah, so this year's event is based on the theme Sustaining African Agribusiness, Leveraging Digitalization after Climate Resilience for Food Security. Okay. So basically, that's what the event is about, and this is going to be the third edition. Yeah. Okay,
fantastic. But Steve, in general, I want you to help us understand. You know, there are lots of facets of agriculture, right? A lot of people think that it's just but agribusiness. Even in the university, there are people who study agriculture. There's also one that is agribusiness. What really is agribusiness?
Yeah, so basically, so many times when we're talking about agriculture, farming comes to mind.
Yeah.
Many people, as soon as you mention agri, it is farming. Once the person is a farmer, they will think the person is doing agribusiness. Have you thought about the person who packages? Have you thought about the person who markets? Have you thought about the person who processes? So agribusiness has to do with anything that you do in relation to agriculture that can earn you money. So many people are doing agribusiness, they don't really know that they are doing agribusiness. For example, most of our women package pepper, and then they sell. Most of the women, they prepare Tom Brown, and then they sell. Most of our women are doing fruit juices, but they don't really know that they are doing business. It is mainly because they take it as a side hustle, and it's just something they are doing to augment what they do. But I really want to throw more light on it for people to understand that this is something you are doing as a business. It is something that you can leverage on to make more income, expand it to become something that will last as a generational something for you and your family. So in throwing light on the women who are doing it, and then letting the people and the world know that indeed these are things that are not just supposed to be side hustles, but then they are things that they can develop it to become well-sustaining businesses to help themselves, to help the economy, and then to help the continent Africa as a whole to grow. So basically, that is it. And then when we started talking about it, we realized that most of our women who were actually into this did not even know that they were doing businesses. To them, they are doing something to support their families. But then after engagements and trainings and interactions, we realized that most of them have had different mindsets, and the people are scaling up. So basically, in throwing more light on it, we are encouraging each and everybody who is doing one thing or the other in the agricultural value chain. There's a lot of things in there. So the transporter, the person who is transporting the goods from the farms to the person who is running a warehouse. So the person who is running the social media ads. So all of these are businesses in the agricultural value chain that we want to throw more light on for people to know that indeed, this is something that I'm doing in agriculture, and it is going to,
That's very good to hear. And since you started, how's the response? I mean, we've talked about the women's understanding of what they're doing now, but with respect to this particular week, the 2 years that you have done that, the reactions, tell us what has gone on previously.
Okay, so I would say since this year is the third edition, the previous years have actually proven positive, and we've been able to, impact more knowledge into these women who didn't actually know that they were into agribusiness. Yeah, so I would say it's been really effective.
Okay.
Putting these events together. Yeah.
That sounds exciting though, because when you're doing something and you get the positive reactions, then it means that it is something good. You can continue with that. So this year, as we're going to have the 3rd edition, what have we planned? How different is this year going to be from the other two? And I know that there was a pitch competition also. If you just add that for us.
All right. So basically, we started off with a forum.
Okay.
So it was just a forum to discuss the topical needs of the women. Then we realized that we can actually add exhibition. Okay. So we added an exhibition. So the women come and then showcase what they are actually producing for people to say, oh, at least this is being made in Ghana, this is being made from Africa. And then this year we decided that in talks with the stakeholders, why don't we allow 10 of our women to come and pitch to the participants for them to know that indeed this is actually happening. Anything can come out of it. Somebody can sponsor, somebody can take it on, somebody can buy, somebody can export. So in addition to the conferences, in addition to the exhibition, in addition to the pitching competition, which is new, we are having a fan tour. One thing that we also realize is most of the women don't have breaks. Most of our women who are into agribusiness, they don't have breaks. They are on the field working 24 hours, 12 months a year. So we are asking them that you need to take breaks off what you're doing, have fun, relax, recuperate, and then re-strategize. So we're having a fun tour for the women who will be coming for the week long. And then more importantly, we are having an awards to honor our women who are doing well, who are excelling in agribusiness. And then you marvel to see the things that people are doing across the continent.
Okay, but how feasible has it been trying to get them across the country? So that's not just about a few places. Is there like an entry thing that people have to send in, or how are you doing that?
Okay, so this year's edition actually commences at Kumasi. So we are going to have it in 3 cities. Okay. So on the 13th of November, which is coming Monday, we'll be having it in Kumasi at the Prempeh Assembly Hall. Okay. So on Tuesday, which is 14th November, we'll be having the Tamale edition at the UDS. And the Accra edition is going to be on the 15th and 16th at the Accra Metropolitan Assembly Hall. Okay. So we've shared links, registration links across, where we've had quite a number of women who have actually registered to participate. Yes. And just to also add to the WOW competition pitch, this year is going to be the first ever pitch competition. Okay. And so the women have been undergoing an intensive training. That's for the past 1 month. So on Thursday, which will be at the Accra Metropolitan Assembly, that's where we are going to have the pitch competition. Then the winner would go home with some prizes. Yeah. Okay, so that's the week. So it starts from Monday in Kumasi, and then you go to Tuesday in Tamale, and then you come Wednesday and Thursday will be Accra, and the Friday we'll also be having the online forum. Okay. Because we want people across to also join and participate in the week. Yeah. I mean, for anybody watching who is into agribusiness, any woman out there or any man who's watching and says that I know someone who needs to be part of this, how do they get to be a part of it? Oh, okay, so since we've given out the location, so they can only just come in? Yes, they can just come. We'll be looking forward to them. Yeah. And just as he mentioned about the exhibition, so whilst the event is going on Wednesday and Thursday at the AMA, the exhibition will also be going on. So we are using this opportunity to invite, not just those women in agribusiness, we are inviting the men as well to come and support. And okay. Yeah. Stephen, as we wrap up with our conversation, though, this is a great initiative. How you making sure that you're able to move around, and of course, this is a huge thing. How are you doing that? Yeah, so we run another project called Ignite. Okay. So Ignite is a 4-month training program for women in agribusiness. Okay. Fortunately for us, Ignite doesn't cover only Ghanaians. Okay. Ignite is an African project, and we have entries from 22 to 23. Last year we had 35 countries participating. Fortunately for us, we have over 1,000 entries every year.
Okay.
So we leverage on the participants, and like he rightly said, we have 1,000+ participants coming down for the Women Agribusiness Week. From Friday, people are coming down from Kenya, from Malawi to participate in the week-long activity. So it is something that it has benefited most of the people who join. They get to learn new things, they get to interact, they get to network, and then they get to meet new people. Another interesting thing that happens is it is not just about the discussions and then the deliberations. We actually have a field trip that we take the women to 3 or 4 companies for them to interact with the processes, to get to know what really goes on. This year we are going to Blue Skies because it's a fruit processing company. Most of the women are doing processes, so you need to know what goes into it. Those who would want to do exports, they get to interact with them to know what they're supposed to do. We will do Inkulenu mainly because it is a woman-initiated company, and it's been running for close to 60 years now. So there's a lot to learn. So we do these two, and then we do a farms as well. There's Agri Impact has a large farms, so we take the women there. So at the end of the day, because of the exposure we provide, people are willing to join the train and then to experience what we are experiencing with Guza Guza. Okay,
who are some of the, are there going to be some speakers who will come in and speak to these women, if you can share some of them?
Yes, so for the Accra events, we will be having policy dialogues.
Okay.
So for the policy dialogues, we will have speakers from the MUFA, which is Ministry of
Food and Agriculture.
Yes, we will have speakers from the Trade, Ministry of Trade, because they deal directly with. We will have speakers from AFTA, because we are bridging the trading between the African countries. So we have speakers from AFTA as well to speak on what we need to do. And then we have speakers who will be speaking on technology, agricultural technology, and then innovations. And then we have climate change. Now this is where we are. I'll list about to give the names of some of the speakers. So so basically these are the areas of interest now for agriculture. So these are the areas we are touching on, and then we'll have speakers to speak to that.
Okay, so take us through that.
Okay, so we have Larry Kwame Marcus, we have Kwame Ababio, Lucy Kwenu, Juliet Lampo Agro, Jeremiah Jimai, Abeta Pia, Anot Paka, Nana Osebonzu, and many others. So all these, speakers work within the agribusiness space.
Okay. All right. So is there any number you could put out so that if anybody is interested, could just hit you up?
Okay. So we'll entreat all and sundry to follow us on our social media platforms. That's Guza Kuza. On Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter. Women in Agribusiness Week. Also, you can find us on Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, and Twitter. And with the number 059 372 6771. 059 372 6771. So anyone can call
to be a part of this amazing initiative. So people out there, you've heard it for yourself. Women in Agribusiness Week 2023 happening from next week in Kumasi, Tamale, and also in Accra, with all these amazing speakers coming in. And guess what? Wherever you meet a lot of people, that's where you could network. You never know, you could meet your next business partner there. You know, you could make some very good friends who'd help your business, and that's the most important thing. And so be part of the Women in Agribusiness Week 2023. And thank you very much, gentlemen, for coming. Stephen Che Ananias as Programs Coordinator for Guza Kuza, and also Safa Sadofia, Communications Officer for Guza Kuza. By the name though, Guza Kuza. Is there any?
Yes. So because we looked at running the business beyond Ghana, we looked at an African thing. So Guza Kuza is actually Swahili, which means touch to grow. So we actually coined the word Guza Kuza, which means touch to grow. So anything we touch is supposed to grow. And then we are growing.
Guza Kuza, touch to grow. So that's it for this session.